So, CSO, episode 6. It's South Point out in the distance. I've replaced nearly every piece of gear I have and did some good housekeeping stuff, IRL, in-game. We're back. We're on the western shores of Graht still. We have a lot to do today, so here we are. That's where we are, right on the beach. To the north, we got Gilvardell. We got a Aquama mine that's just right outside of Elden Root. We got a world boss that is incomplete. And we have 2 more quests up in the northern reaches of the zone. I'm thinking we head north, fight our way through, clear as much of this up as we can, save some for later, break through the barrier, and head into Malabal Tor. We're going to try to skip Greenshade for this, but the plan is to go into Malabal Tor and begin searching there. I have a couple different reasons for wanting to do this. But I've been hearing talk more and more as I play this game about vampirism. And I know that vampirism is it's like a high mobility, useful for tanking. And in this game, it's usable in sunlight, right? That's what truly sparked my interest, was the sunlight ability. Because I don't know what I'm going to encounter with these vampire types. Like, I don't even know how to become one. I've shielded myself. I've sheltered myself from knowing these things. Because that's the quest idea I have in my mind right now, is I want to head north. I want to find my way into these vampire camps, these refuges, and I want to infiltrate and assimilate, basically. I want to get in there and figure this out. I'm going to try to clear all these quests up down through here, try to meet the remainder of the people I don't yet know, and deal with the remaining crisis of Molag Bal. I mentioned I fixed a lot of my gear. I spent nearly all my gold on this, but I mean, I'm probably gonna have to spend even more. Right now I'm running one hand, two hand, as opposed to what on the last episode I believe was one hand. And the one hand build had it was one hand restoring light and Aedric Spear minimally. And now it's one hand, two hand back bar, restoring light, Aedric Spear prominently. And with the chance for even more. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a lot of two-handed, a lot of uppercut cleave. Is what's gonna be going on with that. I did White Gold Tower, the Imperial City dungeon today. I did White Gold Tower. Checked that out. Let's see here. What did I get today? Today I bought Imperial City, the DLC. It's this map. I can't wait to do this. This looks so fun. Like, Imperial City, White Gold Tower is in the middle. I did that today. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. It was crazy. Yeah, I can't wait till this whole map's yellow. The whole map, yellow as can be. It doesn't matter. I want to see somebody win. Okay, so now I already had Somerset to the left and then Morrowind. I bought Imperial City. I bought this Anvil, which is my favorite. I bought this, which God knows what that is. And then I bought this, which is the Orc Zone, which I want to do as soon as possible because of Orsinium. Orc gear. Orc gear is tight. It's strong. It's good. It's good for tanking. But yeah, I might have to respec as I clear these things. Like, I'm not going to be a tank the whole time. Like, I'm going to try to make this character, like, as strong as can be in many places, not just, but I don't really want to like be a thief or like, a mage. Well, I mean, I already was a mage and I already was an archer, so I mean, there's that. It's not a new character at all, and I waited till I didn't want to start this series with no intentions of ever reaching max level. I wanted to already be like well into champion point range, like already in being a guild, like know some people. Like I wanted to check it all out and stuff. But like the PvP scene in this game is so tuned to be like balanced. It's so balanced. It's so tuned. I mean, it's pretty good. But I mean, we'll have to check it out. I'm an alchemist. I'll be picking up water hyacinths and shit. So I have to save points for alchemy and like provisioning a little bit, and like I want to have points left over, but to do that I have to clear more sky shards, which I do in this video. Like I get an extra sky shard in here. In the Quama cave, they're always in those delves. You gotta go in the delves always. You gotta check out overworld features and like look for books and stuff. Try to read the books. Try to skim them if you're like in the heat of the moment. Yep. And if all else fails, follow a river. That's what I do. I'm a good pathfinder. You gotta clear out these caves. Quama are a beast. I call them a beast. They're an insect. They're like wood lice, but like big and in big ass elf trees. Like in California redwood. Shout out to my video in World of Warcraft. Theralon Herbalism Solo. Kind of sparked this whole thing. I've had this game forever, but I just now started like getting into like getting DLCs and having a good time. And there's Gil Vardell. That's where Molag Ball's attacking. Again, he stays attacking these alien ruins back here. This is me not knowing what the hell to do, like where to go. But luckily, I have a really good mount, and we can just run right to where we need to go. Turn in these fractured ruin fragments, and then go to the Quama cave. So that's two things that I'm going to do today in this video, and then the third will be Gil Vardell, which takes a few minutes to do. That's the great thing about doing this. Like, I can like have my intro, I film the video, I play the game, it's a good time, and then I do my outro. But in post-production, like now, in post-production, I can like record these like recordings of the actual like of me talking, and I just put it I put it to the video. Like that's the cool part. Like I mean I don't know. Like I mean there's different ways to do it. This is just the way I'm doing for the past few, and I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna make the outro really clean and crisp, and like I'm gonna put some work into it. I have all the necessary features. It's gonna take time, and I want to get it to where I can like chop the footage down. Like I don't want to like have a bunch of jump cuts where it's like I killed this guy and then jump cut to me turning the quest in. Like I don't know, man. Like it just feels weird. It looks wrong. It's not all the best. I don't know. Just gotta make sure that everything looks professional. You know, sounds good. As long as the quality of the recording sounds good, that's the most important thing. Yeah, I've been hearing all this talk about vampires, so I was like talking in zone chat, and someone was like, the second to last zone in every faction is where you're gonna find these vampire communes. And I was like, okay, we're going to Malabal Tor, we're going to Blood Toil Valley. I don't know anything about Blood Toil Valley. I haven't done any quests there. I just know that it's got the sounds of it. It sounds about right. And plus, it's no more than like an inch and a half from a well-known vampire outbreak site, which is in Grahtwood. So it somehow slipped through the cracks, right? So yeah, we're gonna go in here and practice our swordsmanship. Try to pick up a sky shard because I just unlocked this two-handed sword here. I come across some notes, some scientific research on the Quama. I mean, what are you gonna learn about Quama? Like, we already know what they are. Like, what the fuck? What are you trying to do here? Like, are these rare Quama? No. Are there rare scribs? No. Are there? There's nothing different going on here. It's just there's not even that much to get as far as provisioning goes. Like, it's just like a random thing, a random delve for the sake of one sky shard. Like, I should honestly sprint to the end, get the sky shard, and then sprint out. But I don't do that. I'm trying to learn a little bit about my two-hand here. I do that, but I'm not doing it here because I'm trying to learn about how to like operate with the one-hand, two-hand, back bar, and like my mouse buttons. Big body smack. Yep. I never take carapaces. Don't like them. They don't sell very good. I don't like them. They don't have levels. I don't take ectoplasm either. I usually don't take much trash. I take a lot of solvents that are extra, and I sell those. Terebinthines and like alkahests. Take that type of shit. Take the a lot of the gear. Even though gear doesn't stack, I take it anyway. I wish there was like materials that were worth like 40, 45 gold and like they stacked and you could sell them for like a few thousand. Talked to a guildmate in the chat a minute ago. There was like 37,000 gold that I had spent, and I've already like gotten 10,000 back. Most of it was from doing Undaunted though. There was an auction in my guild and we were doing work. We were putting in work, man. It was nuts. There was people like throwing around like 200,000 gold. I'm gonna try to do that. Scratch my nose. Then there's this person here who is also a two-hander, just kind of getting in my way. There's that sky shard. I need that. So I'm gonna clear these two guys out right here. Clear these guys. Go back. Kill the boss. Get the achievement. Get the sky shard. That's usually how I do these things. That's uppercut, charge. It's two-hand weapons. Critical charge. Yep. Quama Scribs. I bought all that DLC today. I didn't buy all the DLC. I bought some of the DLC. Like I spent like a few, like $40. Made my account worth a little bit more money. Turn in these scrib notes. And on the way out, I'm gonna update some like weapon abilities. But yeah, dude, some of those DLCs came with like. They came with like, what are they called? Thingamajigs. They came with like dungeons. One of them came with a trial, and one of them came with like a couple dungeons. Like the one I did was the White Gold Tower, and it was really fast paced. Actually, it was really slow paced, but it should have been fast paced. I was just kind of a bad tank. And as I was running through the White Gold Tower, like upper tier, I was running through a corridor, and like all the zombies and skeletons had been piled up, and there was a two-handed sword just jammed into the skull on the ground, and it looked like something out of King Arthur. And as I was running past, I just snatched it up and equipped it. And so I switched from being a one-hand tank to a one-hand, two-hand tank in the middle of the dungeon, and it totally threw these guys for a loop. They just didn't know what to do. Like, they were pissed. And like I was like changing abilities around and stuff, so now like I'm less survivable to a small extent, because you can still block with 2 hands, I think. Like, pretty good. I don't know. I need to see the math and the numbers on it. If I see it, I'll make sure to include it in my talks. But, I mean, as of right now, I don't know. I just wanted to do it because it seemed like a good omen, like something straight out of King Arthur, me grabbing a sword out of a pile of bones in the middle of this place. And it was like, it wasn't an old piece of white gear. It was like green sword. It was uncommon. I was like, okay, I gotta equip that. So I snatched that up. White Gold Tower. We make it past like 3-4 bosses. We get to almost to the end, and then they're like, we're gonna replace you for this last part. And I was like, that's fine. I've already cleared 2 out of my 3 Undaunteds. Go ahead. Yeah. So I could either, I don't have that many skill points left. I spent a lot of them. But it's like, either I can upgrade my critical charge, or I could replace critical charge with, like, cleave. And now cleave doesn't do as much damage as you want, but as a tank, I feel like it'd be good to have something to just cleave some shit down with. Just like some heavy hitting mob disintegrator. I just want to meat grind some mobs. And plus, uppercut is so powerful. If I have any type of shielding up, and then I have like my hots up, I can do some damage with a 2-hand. And if I can't, I should be using my 1-hand, shield block, restoring light, some other heals. Just, you know, like, I gotta be doing that. But yeah, if I got a couple hots up and a shield, and I have my 2-hander out, I might be good. I might be able to put in some work. And I feel like doing heavy damage is the same as pulling threat in some cases. And I've got the taunt on that bar, so it's all good. 15-second taunt from the Undaunted skill line. So that's great. I need to get the Malabal Tour. She just gave me an upgrade. I'm gonna equip this. As I was sitting here talking over her, it's fine. The main person that we want to talk to in this video is about to come up, and I'm about to ride my mount over there real fast and get to this guy. Cleared out that cave. Probably won't ever have to go in there again. That's weird. Gotta go over to the big tree. Okay. These alien ruins are sprawling. One of the coolest people, though. One of the coolest people I've met that is an NPC in this game was actually... Where was he? He was probably in Grahtwood. He was in Grahtwood. He was in northeast Grahtwood. Grahtwood's a cool zone. Got a lot of daedric activity. But not like Stonefalls or Deshawn. These places are hella bad. You get killed in there. But yeah, the rest of this video is just me exploring Gilvardell over to the left there, and then making friends with a man who claims to be my enemy. He's a pretty interesting guy, this High Vindicator, whatever he is. He's so pissed at Molag Bal for what he's done to this Wood Elf village that he's like, I'm so mad at Molag Bal and I want to kill him so bad that I'm willing to kill you. I was like, man, this guy's mad at me for something I didn't have any involvement in. Well, we get here and there's only one survivor of this terrible atrocity, and it's just me fighting for like non-stop. Like, this guy honestly reminds me of Julius Caesar, or at least like some type of centurion. Alright, I'm gonna tell a quick story, and then I'm gonna cut the voice recording, and then the rest of the video will just be like, play itself out. You'll see. Okay, so in high school, I had a lot of fun. I had a great time in high school. That's the stream in the background, by the way. Like, in this post-production, I like to have a stream go on, so it makes me feel more, like, comfortable while I'm talking. And I can, like, watch somebody, I can keep up with somebody in the chat, like, hang out with some cool people on Twitch. But anyway, high school, a lot of fun. I had an English class in, like, 10th grade. This is the turning point in my educational career, because, like, up until this point, I was never really stand out. I mean, I did my own work, but I mean, I was never really stand out. But at this point in 10th grade, I was like, okay, I am now a part of the classroom activities. Like, whenever some wild, live ass shit's going down, I'm a part of it at all times. Like, not because I'm forcing myself in, but like, just because like it's expected of me. And it's not like on a clown level, it's on like a theatrical level. Like, it's posted, man. Everybody knows I will get real theatrical. And we were doing theater, we were doing drama in English class, we were doing Julius Caesar, and my role in the play was like super short. It was at the beginning. It wasn't that great. Now this guy I follow on Twitter to this day, he got picked for Julius Caesar, and if you know anything about this play, he dies. Everyone in the classroom basically plays a role to stab him to death as a unit. Like, everyone takes a turn gutting this dude. I didn't get to take part in this, and I begged Mrs. Wolf. I was like, please let me stab Trey to death. Like, it would be my honor. I would love to take part in that. I mean, I was probably like I was in 10th grade. I was being foolish when I was asking, but I mean, like, she was like, under no circumstance are you getting anywhere near this. You're not stabbing anybody. And I was like, this is horseshit. So I was sitting in the corner of the room as per usual, like, still the kind of like the weird emo kid, just kind of chilling. And then his part comes up where they're filming him getting stabbed to death. I was like, alright, I've had enough of this shit. I'm not going to be told I can't take part in the stabbing of Trey with the whole class. Like, I'm the one person not stabbing this guy. Like, so I was like mad as fuck. And so I snuck out of the corner of the room around the side, and as everybody's dancing and frolicking and going crazy and having a good time with this play, like, I slip in the cracks and I pretend like I have two daggers in my hands, and I go full rogue, and I just stab the shit out of Trey. Like, I'm just like, you can't even see me in the video except for like my hair flaps behind me in the wind after I like exit the scene as Trey's bleeding out, and like the whole class were like, no, I mean, like, dude, I never heard a word about it from Miss Wolf. Like, I was in there gutting motherfuckers, and no one said a word to me. And then that was like the highlight of like the second semester of 10th grade to me. Like, not necessarily high school, but it was definitely the turning point in my educational career, where I was like, alright, I'm now in on this. We're now having a good time. Really came out of my shell that day. It was awesome. Yeah, I really like having the Twitch going in this post-production time. I really like taking part in the content heartbeat and making these sound files stuff. I don't know. This part's probably my least favorite part. I feel like I'm talking to myself. It's kind of weird. It's kind of cool though. But alright, I'm gonna cut it early though, since it's like 20 minutes of me talking and shit. 25 minutes. So, I mean, finish this out. I'm just gonna finish Gilvardell. You'll see how angry the light vindicator guy. You'll see how angry he is about what's happened and how terrible what Moloch Ball has done here in this village. And next video we'll probably push further to the north, go into Malabal Tor, hopefully. There's a part in Bandar Pass or whatever that's gonna take a minute, but I mean, like, I'll try to not do any of this little area on stream. I might go get started on like Dark Brotherhood. I might try to do like Dark Brotherhood in my own time, and maybe some Imperial City or something. But alright, it was really cool doing this. Stick around for the rest of the video. Have a good one.
likely that this place will be forever scarred. They will try, but without the daedra, or the link to Cold Harbor, destroying the remaining worm cultists will be quick work. I will warn the Dominion of what they attempted with the Fangs of Chaos. It will not be allowed to happen again. I must send word to the Dominion of what transpired here. Almalexia sees great things from you, but whether good or bad, I can't say. Thank you for your help. If we meet again, I hope it is as allies once more. Farewell.
Ain't what I stand for. Brick squad. I'ma die for this shouter, man, I swear to God. In the trap with some